The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome to another of ALM's Great Launchpad Webinar series. I am Chris Ballon, your marketing manager here at ALM. I am joined today by Mirella. Mirella, if you could say hi.
Good morning.
And Lena.
How's everybody doing today?
Great. And Lena. Lena is one of our account managers. She'll be joining us today as well. Say hi, Lena.
Hi.
Fantastic, fantastic. We've got a great webinar lined up for you today as usual. We will be diving into a few subjects. As usual, we'll dive into a few updates within the industry, some news and articles, some great shares for all of you. Mirella's got a nice little explanation of why you should be partnering with ALM, what we can help you with, and what we bring to the table. Lena is going to cover a case study from within her own portfolio for North Star Marine Insurance. We will spotlight this month's promotion and then get to your questions. Please feel free to submit your questions throughout the webinar. We will go through all of them at the end. Excellent. So our first news item is Google has recently received feedback and stats that nearly 60% of all searches are now mobile searches. It's close to 58% at this point. More than 50% of all organic searches are done on mobile and tablet devices, which is staggering. The growth in the mobile search market has been phenomenal. That's been a growing trend, and it's very clear that Google has been conscious of this as well, thanks to their mobile compatibility rollouts that they've done earlier this year as well. Because of these stats, it is more important than ever to ensure that everyone that you work with has a mobile compatible site. This includes yourself. If you aren't able to be found on mobile, you're cutting out potentially 50% of your search market. This is one of the first things that we should be approaching clients about, and that is, are you mobile responsive? If a client isn't mobile responsive, if they don't have a mobile compatible website, then again, we should be stressing to them that they're missing out on close to 50% of their traffic. In some fields, in some verticals, it's even more than that. You can see that in food and beverage, nearly 72% of all organic searches are mobile searches. That's massive. If you're working with any restaurants, then it is more important than ever that they have a good, responsive mobile site. And that means mobile responsive menus and navigation and click to call, book your reservation today, whichever it takes. Up to 3/4 of all organic searches are now mobile for restaurants. That means that geolocations are more important than ever when it comes to some of these industries as well, because people are looking for things nearby or near me. And that goes for health and medical as well, where nearly 70% of all searches for health and medical, things like where's the nearest pharmacy or nearest hospital for emergency services. These things are all done on mobile now. Sports, where's the nearest soccer field? Where is the closest baseball diamond? Where can I buy a baseball bat at 7 at night, right? These searches are all mobile searches. These are all done by people on the fly while outside of the home. Google is releasing these stats, which means this is coming directly from them, and if it's coming directly from them, you better believe that not only is it important now, but it's going to be even more important in the future as well. This is something that we should be paying attention to when we are assessing potential clients as well. This is a great foot in the door, and these are some great stats to share to try and win over some business. Again, if you're in any of these industries, news and media, automotive, retail, even retail, a little more than half of retail searches are done over mobile now. And in last webinar, we covered that 75% of these mobile searches are done from in-store as well. Just playing up the fact of how important mobile searching, mobile compatibility, and these in-store apps as well are to some of your business. Right? So great things to approach potential clients on, and great things to keep in mind when assessing a client's needs. For our next news item, Bing and Bing.com in the EU, so in the European Union, anybody using Bing.com in the EU is now censoring right-to-be-forgotten searches. So previously this was a European-only thing where the right-to-be-forgotten policy in effect in the EU allowed you to remove relevant URLs, but it was only rolled out on the European versions of Bing. So just the French or UK-specific versions of Bing. But now that's also being rolled out to Bing.com for people searching from the EU. So what they're doing is they are rolling out geo-contextualizing for this right to be forgotten. So you can flag some personal material as right to be forgotten, and it will be unindexed and unindexable. And what this means is that it's not going to show up in searches anymore. It's an easy way to remove some data that you wouldn't rather be online or available in searches. And this is something that just Bing is doing. Unfortunately, this isn't something that Google is doing just yet. But this is something that Bing has rolled out. So this has some implications for overseas reputation management as well, because now people doing Bing.com searches from the EU aren't going to see some of the things that you might be suppressing through the right to be forgotten. Okay. Our next news item is Google is throttling some keyword planner data, and this is based on spending of the linked AdWords account. This has some real ramifications for us in the industry. What this means is if you're trying to do some keyword research on your own via Google's keyword planner, but the account that the keyword planner is linked to is not spending in AdWords, not spending or not spending enough in AdWords, it's going to show you reduced data. It's going to show you information based on the spend of your account rather than generalized data. Previously, it was showing some broad ranges or some generalized numbers, but now it's going to be showing you some smaller ranges, again, based on your average spend. These ranges for low spend or no spend, again, can almost make the tool useless. So now, if you've got no spend linked to the account that you're trying to do some keyword research on, and you've got zero spend, it's not an active account, the range that's going to be provided to you is almost always going to be 0 to 1, as opposed to the 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 100,000, etc. And these search volume ranges are going to, again, be based on the assumed visibility of the account that they're linked to. What this means is that you're either going to have to be doing your keyword research from an AdWords account that does have a decent spend or a relatively decent spend in order to get some more accurate numbers, or you're going to have to be using some third-party tools for keyword research. Just one way that the industry is changing a little bit, making our lives a little more difficult, but there aren't workarounds for this. There are definitely other tools that we can use and that we do recommend. I recommend some tools such as SEMrush for looking at existing rankings and some growth and volume for existing keywords as well as some other tools that we can recommend for doing your DIY at-home keyword research. just a heads up that if you are doing your own keyword research, it is going to be throttled based on the spend of your AdWords campaign. Okay. Next up, Mirella.
Thank you very much, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. We definitely want to partner with you. What we want to be able to do is offer you a complimentary sales process consultation. So it really doesn't matter if you are, a one-person IC, you've been working your agency for a day or a decade, or whether you're an established digital marketing agency with a full suite of products, an entire database, it really doesn't matter because we can help you at whatever stage you are in. So how do we do this? What do we bring to the table? We have a proven track record. So for example, we've taken an agency from $0 to $750,000 in just over 18 months. Also, we've maintained the costs of over 150 clients while improving the performance of the campaigns. We've achieved a 90% retention renewal rate. And the people that are working on the campaigns, our specialists, have identified a minimum of 25% upsell capabilities or opportunities, missed opportunities that you could bring to the table and work with your clients. Our company standard is to maintain a less than 3% cancellation rate. So this is what we bring to you. Sorry, Chris, if you could go to the next slide, please.
Go ahead, Mirella.
Our process. We are going to work with you to achieve your goals. We want to understand your business, and we want to really know how you want to build your agency. So are you looking for SMBs? Like, do you want 100 of these? Or are you going to be focusing on 5 or 6 corporate accounts where you have an upsell or cross-sell capability? Or do you want a combination? Or do you want to be an agency that you want to deal with your local area and then you want to focus on a specific market? Maybe it's from your background or one that you really want to focus on. For example, perhaps the real estate industry. What do you want to offer them? Do you want to offer them websites, SEO, PPC, or an integrated strategy? Or do you want to work with all kinds of industries? It really doesn't matter to you. Or do you also want to incorporate some nonprofits? We heard from the last webinar that we offer an excellent program for the Google Grants. At the end of the day, we want to work with you. In other words, we have to kind of look at how are we going to take over the market? Like, who's the competition that we have to beat? We're going to work with you to put together a custom presentation. We're going to incorporate all of your prospects' questions and put them into the presentation. Or, we may even have to look at providing you or putting together a research document and positioning you as a leader in the industry. So you're not by yourself. We can do this together. Chris, next slide, please. In terms of results, over the next decade, the internet will generate over $19 trillion. If you don't have a dedicated online marketing plan, your clients are not going to achieve that maximum ROI that they're always asking you about. So it's not about SEO, PPC, social development. It's all scalable, repeatable online marketing system that drives continual lead generation and business growth for years to come. So we can help you to accomplish this. How? By building you a lead generation engine. We can show you how to use a proven methodology that's going to set you apart from your competition. We're going to work with you to close a ratio of 2 presentations to a close. If you want to achieve the highest level of profitability, you have to have consistent and sustainable billing. Let us show you how this can be done. Sorry, Chris, next slide, please. So what's next? In the next webinar, we're going to show you how to conquer an industry. But for now, if you're serious about building your agency, we want to work with you. So email me directly at morella@wsialm.com and put in the subject line, I'm interested, call me.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, Morella. Looking forward to next webinar's information as well. And looking forward to you joining us on several webinars to come. It's great to have you as part of the team.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Now, next up, we've got a great case study from Lena's portfolio for North Star Marine Insurance. Lena, this is a campaign that you've worked on for a while, and it's definitely something to be proud of. So let's dive into this campaign. You prepared?
Thank you, Chris.
Fantastic.
Hi, everyone. This is Lena. Just a little bit background about me. I'm with the company for over 5 years, and I have been managing various campaigns such as SEO, PPC, and email marketing. I would like to share a case study from one of my portfolios with you all. It's a success story and shows you when you follow the best practices for SEO, you will get the results. So a little bit client's history. The website is northstarinsurance.ca. They are my clients since 2014. They are a broker for marine-related insurance of all scales. It's a seasonal business. They are located in Ontario. And the services we provided custom SEO, web development, and copywriting. Campaign goals were, in the beginning, eliminate the irrelevant traffic through targeted SEO, increasing the visibility of the website and online traffic by at least 20%, and generate relevant leads. The campaign strategy included building a new SEO-friendly website with product category pages, did on-site optimization, creating optimized keyword-rich content with call to action, quality link building strategies with citations and social bookmarks, creating frequently asked questions, resources, and categorized blog pages, and we also we have been submitting ads to classified sites.
Fantastic. Now, Lena, before we move on, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
What was so urgent about revamping the client's previous website? I know this is a client that we've worked with for a while, and I know one of the first steps that we approached them with was redoing their website for SEO purposes. What was wrong with the previous website?
Well, that's a good point. I was going to mention, thanks for bringing this to my attention. The website was very dated. And they didn't have categorized, the product category pages. So this is very important. When the website is very dated, even though we can bring traffic to the website, visitors pay attention to that. So it's important that you do have a, up-to-date website with good content, but also adding optimized content to the website was very helpful for our SEO campaign. The next slide, I will be sharing some results, and you will be seeing that how creating a new website with good content and categorized pages helped us to achieve our goals.
Fantastic, fantastic. And that's something to keep in mind from our listeners' perspective as well. When we're approaching a business to work with, we really should be taking a look at their site first before looking at their marketing potential. We do need to make sure that one of the first things that we recommend is that our clients have websites that are able to work for them. If they don't have an up-to-date website, if they don't have any content on page, that's an easy in for us to approach them and discuss with them some marketing opportunities. Even if it's just content creation at first, content creation is a good foot in the door to leverage into ongoing marketing work as well. Okay, so we'll dive into some of the results from this campaign. So the next result is organic traffic.
Yes. So as I mentioned, they are my clients since 2014. They had various website versions, and we created the recent website. Maybe, Chris, if you can go back to the previous slide, and if you can click on the link, I would like to show possible.
Sorry, unable
how
to do that at the moment, Lena.
Oh, okay. So I will recommend that everyone goes to the website link and they check the website, and it's really something that we are proud of. It's a really nice website.
Absolutely.
So I would like to share the organic traffic. You will be able to see that year by year from August 1st, 2014 till August 1st, 2015 compared to August 1st, 2013 till August 1st, 2015. In the first year, we were able to increase the organic search traffic by 54%. This is amazing. When you follow the right practices, you get the results. So this is really one of the accounts that I'm very proud of working on. As you can see from this left screenshot, in the first year, we were able to increase the organic search traffic by 54%. And if you check the right side, you will be able to see the second screenshot. This is from August 1st, 2015 till August 1st, 2016 compared to August 1st, 2014 till August 1st, 2015. And you can see that we were able to still increase the organic search by 31%. So maybe we can go to the next slide.
Some phenomenal organic traffic growth there, Lena.
Indeed. And also, we always want to bring traffic to the website, but the question is, are we converting those people? So it's important that the website acts like your salesperson, 24/7 salesperson. So we were not only able to bring more organic traffic, but we were able to increase the online leads through organic search traffic year by year. You can see that this is from the recent one, August 1st, 2015 till August 1st, 2016, compared to the previous year, August 1st, 2014 to August 1st, 2015. The submissions that were received through Get a Code page were increased by 46.5% through only organic search traffic. And you can also see that we do have another page, a conversion page, that is when people are ready to buy, they fill out a form, and you can see that this page increased also by over 100% search traffic. So it's good that this shows me, just this data by itself shows me that we brought quality organic traffic. We didn't just brought more organic search traffic, but also we brought quality ones, because in the end, people took an action and they filled out the form to get a code and also to submit their form to buy the products that client is offering. So it's really good data to show. It's very measurable, the success. So as I said before, when you follow the right practices, you will get the results.
Absolutely, and it's an important thing to keep in mind here as well, that it is a quantity versus quality issue. One of the success metrics that we look at for our campaigns is, of course, organic traffic coming into the site, but the most important success metric we look at for a campaign is conversions. Is that traffic that we're bringing into the site actually generating dollar value for our clients? And in this case, it's very clear that not only were we increasing organic traffic, increasing the quantity of traffic to the site, but we were also increasing conversions, the quality of the traffic coming to the site. And that's very evident here by doubling of the number of organic visitors to the site that were flat out ready to purchase the moment they hit the site. So seeing this amazing improvement in on-site conversions is great. Not only are we thrilled about that, but the client was thrilled about that as well. Okay, we'll move on to the next page.
Thank you. And the third metric is the visibility of the website, of course. So we talked talked about the organic source traffic, we talked about the conversions, and also the third metrics is to measure the success is the visibility of the website. You can see our keyword phrases here, and the first column shows you pre-campaign rankings, and you can see the recent rankings. Please note that the rankings, the Google results are, every page has 10 results. So if the ranking is till 10, then it means that the website is on the first page. From 11 till 20, it means that the website is on the second page. So if you can see the pre-campaign rankings, the website was on the second page of Google for the keyword phrases that you see here. And then the second column, column shows you the recent rankings, which right now my client is ranking on the top of first page of Google right now, which is very important. This is a big success for us, and it also explains why they are receiving more and more traffic to their website, organic search traffic to their website. As I mentioned before the campaign, they weren't on the top of first page of Google, and right now, after all the work we have been doing, they are on the first page of Google, and not only the first page, on the top of first page of Google.
Absolutely. And an important thing to note here as well is take a look at the amount of keywords that we've pulled up to that first page as well. It's important to note that the better some of these keyword rankings do, the more keywords we rotate into a campaign. And this is a campaign that's been working with us for quite a while now, and you can see the amount of keywords that we've rotated into the campaign for this. This isn't a campaign that we've worked on the same 5 to 10 keywords with for 2 years. This is a campaign where we've worked on rotating new keywords into the campaign, and I've got no doubt that there's another list of keywords that we're working on right now in order to pull them up to the first page too. So this has been a campaign this is a campaign that's been very successful in the depth of results as well as the breadth of results. So fantastic work, Lena. It's great that you're able to showcase this.
Thank you. I just want to add one note. We talked about adding product category pages to the website, right? This shows that if you want to achieve category product related keyword phrases, that's a big advantage when you do have a page that supports the keyword phrase. So that's why our strategy was creating those product category pages so we can be very targeted. So it's important to make sure that the website supports the strategy, the website is built right, and the pages you do have services or product related single pages.
Another excellent point, Lena, and that's something to keep in mind as well if we're working with clients that have multiple product offerings. If we have a client with multiple product offerings and they only have one product page and they have all of their products listed on a single page without individual pages dedicated to their projects, their products, one of the first things that we should be recommending is expanding out that services page or that products page to include an individualized page for each product or service. That's what's going to help get these targeted results and help accelerate them very quickly, because suddenly we're going to have an individualized landing page for those products or services. We're going to have dedicated content for those products or services. And it's really going to showcase itself in terms of SEO progress as well, along with our regular monthly deliverables to promote those pages. And you can see the kind of success that comes from a strategy like that. Great. Thank you again very much, Lena. It is a pleasure having you and going through this case study with you.
Thank you so much.
Great. Now we do have a promotion spotlighted for August. Marilla, if you could divulge a little bit more about this.
For sure. We want to offer you a promotion we're running for August and September, and it's basically get 50% off the setup fee for any SEO or ASEO campaigns. So I just want to state that it was a pleasure speaking with all of you this morning. We look forward to hearing from you and definitely helping you build your agency.
Fantastic. Thanks, Marilla. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Let's dive into our questions today. All right. Let's see. How can I find mobile search percentage in other verticals? The link provided for that study that I had in the first news slide does have, I believe, 10 to 15 different verticals listed out. If you're concerned about the search percentage for a client in particular, that data is also available via Google Organics. Google Analytics. We'd be happy to take a look at a client's analytics page for you and determine that data, provided they're able to share that access with us. If you're looking for some potential historical case study data from a client within the same field, let us know as well. We can see if we've got any that we're currently working with that we can pull some relative data from as well. It would be helpful to see a WSI credit in the site footer. Yes, I believe this was mentioned previously with one of our previous development projects as well. A developed or designed by WSI ALM in the footer is definitely something that we're looking into for our newer development projects. This is a project that was developed quite some time ago, though. As Lena mentioned, this is a client that we've been working with for 2 years, and the site design that we developed is about 2 years old. But this is something that we are looking to roll out in the future as well. How can one determine if Google keyword research is downgraded due to spend? I am a no spend, but I still get keyword results. You will be getting keyword results. It's just not going to show you the accurate and generalized data that it does right now, or it did previously. It was previously showing an average data regardless of your spend, but now it's going to throttle those views, that audience, and your competition level based on the spend of your AdWords campaign. It's going to be a little difficult to tell whether you're being throttled or not, but you can assume that if you're doing keyword research linked from an account that has no spend or very little spend, that the results that you'll be receiving soon aren't going to be as reliable as they once were. Okay, great results, absolutely great results. Once again, kudos to Lena, another great share and another successful campaign. When you're targeting a local keyword such as Watercraft Insurance Ontario, will you also get traffic from people searching for Watercraft Insurance Toronto? There is an overlap there. It's one of the reasons why we do recommend working long-tail keywords into our campaigns, because you get something referred to as collateral rankings. So when you're targeting a geo-target like Watercraft Insurance, Watercraft Insurance Ontario, you're going to get collateral rankings for Watercraft Insurance Toronto, Watercraft Insurance Barrie, Watercraft Insurance, just the general keyword as well, because those are optimizations that we've built into all of our offerings, including on-site, off-site, content, etc., that's going to have an impact. We're just tracking the keywords that we've included for the client, which is Watercraft Insurance Ontario, but I've got no doubt that since the outset of the campaign, the client's ranking for something like Watercraft Insurance Toronto, or even just the generalized Watercraft Insurance, has improved significantly as well. Might not be in the top position, but again, they
are ranking for various different keyword phrases also.
Right, and a great place to take a look at this data is a client's Google Search Console as well. That's going to be able to show you average rankings for keywords, average impressions for keywords that we aren't necessarily tracking in our reporting. Again, our reporting is confined by the amount of keywords that we're actively working with, actively optimizing, but that doesn't mean that those are the only keywords that are showing results. Can we leverage a WSI, being a WSI IC, all the MCC roll-up for a better keyword planner results? Potentially, yes. However, you need access to that MCC roll-up in order to receive those more accurate results. Any other questions last call for questions. All right, fantastic. Thank you everyone once again for joining us for the Launchpad webinar series. I am Chris Ballon, your marketing manager. If you are looking to reach out to anyone on the team, you can see our sales team's emails here, and you can reach out directly to myself as well. I am available at Chris, C-H-R-I-S, at WSIALM.com. Again, thank you once again for joining us. It was a pleasure. Take care, everyone, and have a great day.
Have a great day.